sound barrier on that one. Little ode to Robin Williams. The gents have very kindly let me drive today. Wobbly camera, sorry about that. And we're heading off to Gold Copies. So exciting! What are we going to see today? And anyway, before we start, we're very lucky to have an early morning Ricardo pun. Ricardo.
Okay, team. In what way are we like a bunch of mushrooms?
What? No.
We're real fun guys.
A quick top tip while the sun's just rising is if you're photographing a sunrise or sunset with a long lens in particular, do not look through the viewfinder because you're going to get massive sun flare, especially with shooting with the long lens. So what you do, you shoot your sunrises and sunsets with live view. Personally, I'm not a great big fan, but what it does mean is that your camera will adjust the exposure, and you see here, I've got my live view on, I got the focus, and click, I got a picture. We're a bit late this morning. I wanted it to be a bit earlier, but it does mean that I haven't had to look through 560 mils of bright sun killing my eyeballs.
Yeah, and it really does. It's very bad for your retinas. Do not look through a long lens directly at the sun, even when it's low like that.
There you go. That's the intelligent reason. They're looking for. So exciting. There's got to be something around here. Please let there be something around here.
There's got to be. I mean, this is classic, isn't it?
So
they know there's something here.
They know.
I think I see a cheetah.
No way.
Where,
Yeah.
John B? Where are you looking?
Yeah, it's about 12 o'clock.
Oh yeah, got it. Got it. Fantastic. John B, legend. Okay, so we got these gazelles staring intently. We've got another hunting cheetah here. They've clearly seen him. So nothing's going to happen. It would be really unusual for him to be able to hunt in this situation, in this scenario. Because they're fully aware, and as soon as he turns towards them, they will run away. But an active hunting cheetah again, and they're 40-50 meters beyond him, and they can judge the distance very accurately where they can get away. It's a very important safety thing here. The predator you can see is a safe predator. When you lose sight of it, that's when it might be sneaking up on you. So you'll probably see the gazelles follow along behind him at this stage. Ostriches have phenomenal eyesight, obviously perched up on a really long neck. It's going to be interesting to see if there's any kind of interaction here, because obviously the ostrich will recognize this as a predator. Certainly seem to be converging. Look at him. Oh, he's magnificent, isn't he? I'm expecting the cheetah to be intimidated by the ostrich, actually. Oh, he's great. Look at him. And he's in the pink, you see, with the pink legs, pink neck, all the testosterone. Have you ever seen this before? I never have. If you think, John B, between us, how many years, and you, Paul, we've spent in the bush. Look at that, you see? Wings flared out. So the choreography of this is amazing, isn't it? Ah. Okay, here's one for all you wildlife enthusiasts out there. There'll be a shout out for anybody who correctly identifies this bird. Give it your best shot. You were saying you've seen these cubs before, is that right?
Yeah, this is so exciting because I came here in February and with some guests, and we were around this area, and we saw them, but they were so small, and the mother had had them hidden right down in the back of this copy.
The same, absolutely.
This exactly the same copy, and they were probably, I don't know, 6 inches long or something like that. A bit bigger maybe, but they were tiny, and it looked like their eyes were just opening. It was amazing, and so now to see them February, March, April, May, a few months later, it's just so amazing. I'm feeling so much like David Attenborough now.
We saw the little cub the other day. We only saw the one, and here they are. We've got 2 females, each with 3 cubs clustered around, and aren't they absolutely gorgeous?
And Richard, if you look to the left, on the side rock, there's another mother.
Oh yeah.
So, but if we saw ours in February and they were maybe 2 weeks old, could these guys be 3 months? How old do you think these guys are?
Yeah, about 3 months.
3.5 months old?
3.5 months would be spot on.
Yeah. So it could be
very
ours.
mature ones,
Yeah.
It's really good to see them surviving, because of course these cubs are so vulnerable, aren't they? Because when the mums go away to hunt, they're very vulnerable to other predators. So if hyena find them, or leopard, or even a lion from another pride, nomadic male or something like that, they will kill the cubs if at all they can. See him rubbing the top of his head under her chin? Yeah. And of course these cats have glands in their heads and cheeks, so they're always rubbing against each other using their forehead and their cheeks, just like a house cat at home will do the same thing. It seems affectionate, and I'm sure it is, but it's also painting. They're painting each other with their scent. It's sort of claiming ownership. You're mine.
Well, folks, there we are. Another amazing day on safari. I hope you've enjoyed it. For us, it's been fabulous. And now what we're going to do is have a few questions. I'm going to very quickly say hi to those watching in Reunion. Wow.
Wow, yeah.
So I am going to ask you, Zania John B asks, how do you tell if a cheetah is a boy or a girl?
It's quite challenging to tell a male and female cheetah, but it's quite easy normally. Males have more bit of big bulky body than females, and males have a big head than females, and males have big chests than females.
Yeah.
And another way you can tell the males versus a female is you have to look from behind. If they are having them some what we call fuzzy guavas, then that is the male.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's how you can tell the difference.
Excellent. That's a good way of explaining it. Okay, very good. So Zania, I hope that answers your question. John, Uncle John asks...
Uncle John.
Yeah, he asks, why do lions not eat people?
Oh,
And in fact,
yes.
many people have asked that question.
Okay, yeah. Here's the fact. We don't actually look like a prey to lions. Mainly lions are so used to look for 4-legged animals, and we are 2-legged. So another fact is a human being has been for centuries, have been one of the biggest predator on earth.
Yeah.
So we are a threat to lions. So that's why lions don't really hunt human.
Okay, good answer. Thanks, John B. And then one more question, also about lions. Why are there so many flies on the lion's face? Do you remember? I think it was on our first day we saw the lion with lots of flies on its face.
Yeah. There's several facts. Lions do feed on prey, like a zebra or wildebeest. And then when they stick their heads, they will be blooded and all. They can't clean themselves. But those flies play a big role of eating those little particles that are left, even if after cleaning, after the lions have licked their faces and cleaning up themselves, cleaning up the blood, there are still small particles of blood that remain on the fur of the lions, and those flies, they do their job. They clean up the lions, so
Excellent.
that's why, yeah.
Right, 2 more questions. One quick one from Amy Rice. Hey, sis.
Hey, from New Zealand. She's from New Zealand, isn't it?
Her husband's family are from New Zealand.
Okay.
Yep. The dog fox thingy that we saw last night.
Yeah.
Was it last night?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
The dog foxy. Yeah, that was a golden jackal. That was a golden jackal making the sound when the cheetah was drinking, as I remember.
Do you want to try and make that sound?
No, I can't. I can't.
Okay, that was bad. That was bad. Okay, one last question from James Haig. Hey, Jimbo, how or where do I get my shirts? These fabulous shirts. I have some of them made out of recycled sheets or curtains, or I buy some in Matumba, which is secondhand clothes market, or I buy some in England.
Actually now, I know I've learned something. I'm gonna recycle all my sheets.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, brilliant.
That's a good idea. That is really another way of conserving. More of conservation. That's another conservation aspect.
Excellent. So, folks, that's bye from us.
Bye from us, and keep watching and
subscribe down there.
Definitely. And
two more things. One, please send us all your wildlife, photography, environment, conservation questions. Please send them to us.
Yes, keep them flowing.
Keep them flowing. And also on Sunday at 6 p.m. East Africa time, which is GMT +3. So you have to work that out from wherever you're watching from. Reunion, I have no idea. Yeah. We are going live in the Serengeti. We're going to be in our camp because that's where our internet signal is. But we're going to be having question and answers from all of you live.
Live.
Very exciting. All right.
We look forward to hear from you, and
See you soon. Bye.
See you, bye.
Bye.